Hey guys, TKC here, the Kaijudo channel, and this week for Kaijudo news, I'm doing a little bit early because the news actually came out today on Wednesday, September 19th, 2012. However, the news isn't anything major. There's only one actual piece of news. The others are just kind of neat things that Kaijudo posted on their website. The main news-related story, though, is that Toys R Us is going to be having this sort of birthday special sale thing for Jeffrey the giraffe, which I believe is their mascot. And, well, I don't know, I guess Kaijudo and other stuff might be on sale as well. I'm not sure, but on the site it confirms that starting September 16th, which was, I believe, this Sunday or something, they're going to be having Kaijudo at Toys R Us. Also, I heard news from Zizak on Facebook saying that Toys R Us is having this sort of trading card game sale where you can buy two of something and then get a third thing free. But I'm not exactly sure how it works exactly. He did say it applies to all card games, but I do not know if there's any way to kind of mix and match. I don't think that's possible. Like, let's say getting two Kaijudo decks and then getting a magic deck for free or something. I don't know if it really works that way. It probably doesn't. But hey, if you haven't gotten yourself one of the two decks that you really wanted and maybe wanted three of one, well, here's your chance to do it because you get it for the price of two. But since Toys R Us is a retail store, that means that you'll most probably have to pay taxes on the decks instead of like a local hobby store or game store that would probably not have taxes, but some do anyways. So the most you'll probably be spending for three decks is $25, I'm guessing. It retails at 12, so then add tax and it could be somewhere, you know, around the 25-ish range, but you get three for the price of two, which is pretty nice to have. But I believe this also applies to all the other card games as well, so you could do the same thing for Yu-Gi-Oh!, Pokemon, Magic, or whatever else they have there, so that's always pretty neat. So go and celebrate Jeffrey's birthday at Toys R Us by buying more Kaijudo, right guys? Yeah, that's right. Now everything else on the site that they updated has nothing to do with, you know, the card game, well, card game news anyways. It's just more of kind of like more articles and stuff related to Kaijudo. Most notably, they have this article explaining how you could set up your own Kaijudo party. There's a lot of interesting things in there, like recipes and games that, you know, kids can play at a party, and it would be a Kaijudo themed party. I wonder if anyone will actually go out of their way to do a Kaijudo party. I'm sure there will be some people out there who would. But anyways, they give you some neat ideas for what you can do to have a Kaijudo themed party. Like, they have this kind of caramel popcorn kind of recipe, which is called Kaijudo Crunch. We have Ali's fruit punch kind of recipe. And then they have 4 games that you can play that I guess are Kaijudo related, but are not really when you take out the Kaijudo parts, because they're mostly games that have already been done before, but kind of with a Kaijudo spin to it. Most notably, there's the Bob and Weave game, where you have 2 equal teams, and then one person takes a book and puts it on their head and like goes around their teammates, like kind of like bobbing and weaving through them. And if they drop the book, they have to go back in the start and do it again. It's kind of like the whole, you know, spoon with the egg on the spoon race kind of thing. It's kind of like that, but you have to bob and weave, which makes it a little bit harder. And then they have like Aqua Seneschal's Ice Duel. I think that one's kind of funny, where you have 2 teams again, and then you hold this ice cube and you have to like melt it as fast as you can by like doing whatever you can to melt it without using anything else but your hands. And then when your hands get too cold, then you pass it off to someone else who does the same thing until their ice cube is completely melted. You know, things like that are kind of interesting, but, you know, it's nothing too special. And then the other 2 games are pretty much old games, but with a Kaijudo twist, like Gilliflame Says, because he's a reptile, get it? Same thing like Simon Says. And then there's Ravu's Lightning Tag, which is kind of like a mixture of hide and seek and tag, I guess. I guess in the dark as well. I really don't know. That's probably dangerous, but anyways, that's that. That's all the stuff you need to hold the Kaijudo party. And what goes better at a Kaijudo party than Kaijudo cupcakes, also made by Zizak's girlfriend, actually. But yeah, Zizak is pretty popular in the news this week because he told us about the Toys R Us deal, and his girlfriend made these awesome Kaijudo cupcakes. She made gargle cupcakes, and then she also made Bob Cupcakes and Squeaky Cupcakes, and these are pictures from his Twitter, which is pretty awesome stuff. I really like those cupcakes. Seeing that at work just put a smile on my face, and it just shows how much of a fan Zizak is and how much Zizak's girlfriend is, willing to make the cupcakes. So definitely cool stuff by them. I suggest you follow Zizak on Twitter because he might do some more interesting Kaijudo things that he'll be doing at League because he runs League as well. So that's very awesome of you, Zizak. Good job. Then there was also apparently some sort of vote for the best civilization at Kaijudo League, and Lord Skycrusher is really happy because Fire won. Woohoo! Fire! Yay! Yeah, that's that. And then lastly, in the strategy articles, there was one little article that snuck in. It's just a very short article about darkness and what darkness can do, and then giving us a little bit more flavor on Megara the Collector, which is a Dark Lord, and a bunch of stuff like that. So definitely go check all those things out on Kaijudo's website. And that's sadly all there is for this week. Nothing too special. Hopefully next week brings us some more interesting things, preferably about what's going on with Evo Fury, because Evo Fury is pretty dang cool. But no rush. We still have base set to enjoy. This is only, the second week that it's been out now. Lastly, I am expecting something in the mail. Actually, I'm expecting 2 things in the mail, so I don't know when they're going to come, but I'm going to be doing openings on those sometime, either this week if I get them, or next week. Really don't know. I'm thinking one of them is going to be next week or the week after, and then another one should come this week, latest, like early next week maybe. So I can't wait to open those things for you. And then to end it off on the week, I'm going to be showing the deck that I'm actually going to be playing at League on Saturday this weekend, because I'm sure people will show up this time because there's no special events going on. Last week was really packed. Apparently there was a big Yu-Gi-Oh! Regional going on, and there was also Comic-Con, which was going on in my city, so a lot of things were going on that weekend, and no one really had time to show up because they're at the other events. So this weekend, I'm expecting at least 3 people, 4 people at the very least. Apparently, people confirmed that there's like a good 4 or 5 people who play Kaijudo, and they were at the Yu-Gi-Oh! Regional. So maybe chances are that they'll show up this time around, this week. That'll be very awesome. And I think my friend from Sealed Deck might actually come with me as well. So if worst comes to worst, no one shows up, I still got him to play. And I won't be able to do the, defeat or duel 3 different people achievement, but I'll definitely have enough points to get the Flare Inhibitor promo, which will be pretty cool, and get even more points to be sure that I'll get the Morna promo. I'm also planning on doing another top 5 or top 10 list sometime this week. Don't really know when. Depends what day and if I have time to do it. It could be tomorrow, it could be next week, it could be whenever. Really don't know what to expect on this channel. Tons of crazy Kaijudo surprises going on, right guys? Alright, so this is TKC, wishing you a great day. See you later, guys.